serve. Green 25. Hawk. Jackrabbit.
The time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Arkansas Razorbacks. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis. David Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get The Alabama Crimson Tide offense will take the field for the first possession of this game. Time for an early look at one of our Heisman Trophy candidates, and while this award caters to quarterbacks many times, Jesse, this guy's proven to be worth all the attention.
Yeah, he's delivering. And remember, David, there was a lot of preseason hype around this guy each and every week. This dude has been making big-time plays. To me, he looks much improved from a season ago, and he's got this offense rolling.
Yeah, and the quarterbacks touch the ball every play. Their stats are good. Rushing stats count. Touchdowns, obviously, so it gets inflated. But if he can keep this consistency, it's still early in the season. He's a guy that the numbers are looking really good, and that Heisman talk's going to get louder and louder.
Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
He'll sneak it. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. Hunt is on its way. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. So Arkansas's offense will have its first possession of the game. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Quickly out to the tight end. It's a fumble. Offense scoops it up and still going. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chains. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. The Razorbacks will have it 1st and 10. Looking for room. It's Bray. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Wow, what an impressive looking run. You think back to some of the greatest rushing offenses in the SEC in recent years. Remember that offense that had Darren McFadden and Felix Jones both in the backfield, sometimes taking...
Breaks into the open. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. You can hand it to him, you can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? They're finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
Here comes the heat. Tight end finds a soft spot. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. And the Razorbacks will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Here comes the option. He'll toss it. Next going for the goal line. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Excellent pass by the back on the option. And the Hogs have put up the first touchdown of the game, and whooping.
Whooping, going nuts in the stands. Great fan base. They get excited, and you get out to the lead early, putting that score on the board. They are going nuts.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Use the play fake, now to throw. Swings it out to his running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. To the ground with the back. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Jackson gonna throw it. Grabbed over the middle, it's Ferguson. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Out of the gun, the inside give. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires into traffic, picked off.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great job breaking on the football, going up and making the INT.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Unloads it left. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. We've reached the break. Arkansas has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They've got a first down here to open the period. Grabbed behind the line. It's Burton. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Quick shuffle pass. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this 3rd down. Wants to throw again. going for it all. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And it's no good. He missed it. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
Well, they knew coming into this game touchdowns were going to be real hard to come by going often.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4. I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions and how you feel about this, playing your old squad. Like, it's something about it, I'm sure, that's nostalgic and all the memories.
Oh, he's got some space. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. First down here for the offense. Jackson will throw. Looking to the big tight end. Finds space on the right. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Quick release by the QB. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away. And that's one he'd like to have back.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Quick strike complete. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 11. And the Razorbacks look to do some damage in the red zone. Running the red zone, it's Bray. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. This drive was clicking along, but now it's 2nd and 14. On the option. The pitch. He'll be wrestled out of bounds at about the 7-yard line.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Some misdirection with the counter. Plows through the defense. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
I just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there. They're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Fires one high and deep. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Jukes his way for more. He'll be run out of bounds right at the 25.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Leaves it with the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed block.
Fires toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Between the uprights, it's good. This is now a 7-point game.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead, David.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Got his man on the right. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
And it's knocked away, incomplete on 3rd down. The Razorbacks will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Looking for a man, it's Russell. With the catch, it's Edwards. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Line getting set on 2nd down. Looking downfield very late in the half. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard instead. It's 4th down. Punt is on its way. And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Give to the back. There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll ride the hot hand. Got enough for the first down and wants more. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Fayetteville. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Bought a little time, lets it go. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Got a man, it's John.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
And the Razorbacks come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive.
42 spike.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. The give to the back. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Fourth down, and this crowd is making it miserable on this offense. Unleashes one. Oh, he dropped it, just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. The quarterback making adjustments. Jackson gonna throw it. Rushes on him. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. From the gun. Give on the inside. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun. Wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. The Razorbacks will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Coverage team down there to down the punt, and they'll spot it just inside the 45. Here comes that Alabama offense. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's second down.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Alabama comes to the line on third and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to fall back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll move the wide receiver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. He'll try to really get into this one. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Touchdown! The defense putting points on the board. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers, to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Jackson will throw. He's got him.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Joslin. He steps out of bounds.
These out routes all week long, and you've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break, and they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that first.
Got the 1st down and more. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. And the Razorbacks will line it up on 1st and 10. He might want another play. To the air on 1st down. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And I don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
The Razorbacks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Looking to buy time. On the run, deep down the right side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down. And the Razorbacks will send out the punt unit. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Under fire. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Back to pass. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Turning it on. They've got him now. He almost picked up that 1st down on the screen.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. forward. Looks as if the Crimson Tide will have the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense. Stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Caught in the backfield, it's Hardy. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Pocket breaking down. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Running back searching for a hole.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Breaks into the open. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Tight end now in motion. The give to the back. Inside the 30. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
The give to the tailback. Got some room into the goal line. Touchdown, Arkansas! They move on top here in the 4th.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it, put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Penn State is ahead early in Happy Valley, but that's not exactly Saquon out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 4 over Michigan. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Offense working from the pistol. Handoff to the lone back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Russell. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. Oh, he's got some space. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. A run for the quarterback. We'll give him a couple on that with 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out more space.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Deep shot for the end zone. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass.
Lets it fly deep downfield. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. The give as they work on that clock. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
They go to the ground. Got the first down and more. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.